Okay, hopefully... Manic depressant. Ace is wild, motherfucker! We're getting into this manic depressive shit.
Brawling action.
'Cause that's how I'm feeling about this game.
This took us...
Umbrellas.
We had some good pizza.
And diggly dogs.
But
I
this
hope
took
it's
us
just you.
forever.
Okay. Yeah, well, because you wanted Audacity.
Yeah.
I blame you.
Sort of my fault.
No, it's okay.
Aw.
Look at that tomato.
Oh,
dude, he's got a
shit!
sword. This looks like something out of
It's just like a...
Addictive Games.
Yeah, it's very like...
No offense.
flash
It's
art.
like, I don't know.
Dude, I need your help on this. Holy shit!
It's just like a series of images, like drawn art.
Oh! You have like your smash attacks and like your dodge.
You're doing good. You're flying.
And,
You're not even on the ground.
wah!
I feel like Audacity's tripping it up.
And then we got this. Yes, I think it is too.
Okay, so...
But it's all to make a better experience for you guys.
Hopefully it doesn't show that as a visual.
I think, I don't know.
One of the downfalls
too.
of this game that we already saw because we tried to play this for a while is the audio does not loop correctly. I did not like that. Ironside. Old Ironside.
Oh my god, this is tough, dude.
Is that a ship? In the Civil,
really like
no,
this
the
guy,
Revolutionary
actually.
War?
I like the ninja looking dude.
Old Ironside?
Not Cloud.
Falcon?
No,
Falcon McCloud?
no.
Falcon McCloud?
No, like Cloud from Final Fantasy.
Oh.
Look at his cloud-ass sword.
Kind of. Whenever there's an animation, it looks tiny.
Yeah, I know. Seriously. You either go with a huge iron slab or don't go at all.
Toothpick. Dude, this guy's... You got
This
him.
guy
You
is
beat him.
on the
He's
edge
down
of
there.
the truck.
It's too... Is it button mashing?
It's a button basher. The sweet-ass soundtrack. Oh.
He's got German health bar going on.
Oh shit, son! I'm getting my fucking
is this?
ass
Is
kicked.
this the game?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Level structure. Do you really set up the boss to be the first 2 minutes in?
I just think I'm bad.
And then the boss is like, fuck. It's like been.
Oh, he is a boss, I guess. Iron. He has a name.
They all had names.
Oh.
I was saying them. It was
Old Ironside. And
It was
Johnny from the
It was
block.
Falcon was the ninja
That was
guy.
one of them.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm fucking trash at this.
You're almost. Aren't you dead?
Almost. Yeah, I died.
My turn.
Alright. Switching it off.
I'm
Look at
already
these
not
camera-
liking it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
are
like
they
a
all
little
Falcon?
floaty.
Or your name is Falcon?
And there's like zero animation to them if you look. Did you see that? With the little
Look at all these
robot.
iron sides. This is rock body.
Rock body. Oh yeah.
I'm not digging them.
Oh! Oh, maybe that's how they were rated or something. Like Ironside is the strongest one, and Rock Body.
Dude, you were
Step
not
under.
doing this right.
No.
Dude,
Hey, you're in the zone here.
Look how fucking great
You
I
already
am.
took one of them out. Maybe you're better with this character. Oh!
That's what
They
you gotta
collided.
do.
That was pretty cool. Got some mechanics going.
Sounded like
Sounded like you.
No, it sounded like fucking me.
Like, yeah, you do like a throaty voice sometimes.
It sound. Oh god.
You know what I mean?
Fuck
Not in a.
these guys.
It's not in a bad way.
It sounded like Ganondorf.
Oh yeah, sort of in Melee.
That's what I was trying to say, but you
Yeah.
didn't let me.
Sorry.
You like that?
Oh, combo wombo. So I guess I was just playing this very wrong. Oh, here's Ironside. He's doing some breakdancing in the corner. There he goes again.
I need my wild. What's that? That's your dodge.
What's your dodge? I think it's a parry. Actually.
Oh, you gotta grab, dude.
Do you?
Yeah.
That?
I
No.
think. What is that? A dodge? I don't get it.
You're like shooting your what's
He's almost
it called?
dead, dude.
Were you? Did you ever
He's
play?
almost fucking dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh oh. Ninja
it's-
Gaiden in this bitch.
Did you ever play? We're fighting Connor.
very Very destructive is the name Connor.
Yeah. Did you ever play beat 'em
You're just
ups?
this usual guy.
Were you a beat 'em up kind of kid?
Not this.
Well, like, I mean, like
With the
any
repetitive
sort of...
noise. Fuck you, get down there.
Whoa!
Get down there.
How is he still up?
Get down there. He's flying. He's a flyer.
Oh.
Speaking of that, so I take the train
Yeah.
from
Just like this?
North Leominster
Oh, dude.
to fuck you. There you go. You like that shit?
Oh, you blocked all the knives too.
Oh! Oh! Where is this
You
guy?
gotta jump. Oh, what a dick.
I gotta fly.
Go! L2 is like a, or left trigger is like
I should do that
you
more
do it
often.
up.
Oh!
Oh,
talk
God!
about boss.
This is a boss. It's
I've ever
Shield
seen one.
Man.
I broke his cinema.
Fiddler Crab. Is that his real name?
Really?
Yeah. Wait for it.
You like that dodge shit?
It's literally Fiddler Crab.
It's not very... It's kind of romantic.
That thing
Oh!
is intense,
He
though.
just hit me with his platter. The poo-poo
His
platter!
crab platter. His crab battle. Oh! Oh, juggle. It's such a dumb name, though.
It's kind of glitching the fuck
Yeah,
out.
the frame rate is... It's probably
You
not
like that
very
dodge?
well. Did you dodge that?
Yeah, he just put the rocks
Oh,
up
and then
into my
he-
household.
In my domain.
Oh, I should have
Oh,
dodged.
shit, son.
Oh, the rocks.
Oh, fuck. Oh, nice dodge.
Okay, I got
Oh,
farther.
That was cool, though.
And that's all I'm gonna play of this game. If you like this video, because I don't like games that you have to like start over. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
It kills my. Oh!
I think we played.
Oh!
Oh, shit! Do
Does
dodge,
he miss
do
this
dodge,
one?
do dodge.
Oh! Oh! They killed themselves. Do you like that shit?
Oh, rock body, you're so sexy.
Oh!
They're moving around like hedgehogs.
Yeah!
I like how their bodies just rotate.
See ya, bitch. See ya,
Did you
bitch.
see that?
Dude, I'm so good at this game.
Holy
he doesn't even
shit.
give a shit.
Alright,
He just
one
holds his
more-
pocket.
One more
One
run.
more?
Yeah.
I motivated you enough.
Gotta beat.
I got the
You
whole
got-
dodge technique.
You gotta
Oh,
beat.
no, no.
What's his name? Crab
people.
Man.
That's like when Johnny
Crab
and I would
person.
play Smash TV.
Oh yeah.
That's Mutoid Man.
Yeah.
They
Smash
had
TV is
they have
great.
Smash TV at Quarters.
No way.
If you don't know what Quarters is,
Get with
it's
it.
arcades in a bar. I mean, people of New York would understand.
Yeah.
Not really around here.
I mean, there's like
I'm surprised there's not a barcade in Boston.
there's like Kings.
That's a
But
bowling
it's a
alley.
bowling alley. Yeah.
It's like
They have arcade machines. They have a Tekken machine.
Fuck
actually.
you, dude. Oh, whoa!
Whoa!
Oh, I
You
should've
should've dodged.
dodged.
Yeah.
Like that.
Falco.
Fuck your shit. Go down and hit him. Old Ironside.
Shit. Oh,
You like that?
that was sick. What? Yeah.
Oh, what?
It goes down.
I did not expect
What
that.
the fuck? He's like the mini boss.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Oh, you broke his guard.
Fuck
oh,
you!
shit,
in the,
he has no
in the
guard.
fucking sky.
Oh, he
Oh.
retaliated.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh.
cloud ass moves.
Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Oh,
he got
parry.
me back. Fuck you! Uh oh.
Oh shit.
Oh.
I guess I can respect.
Dude, this game is actually kind of sick if you
I
get
judged
down
it,
to like
yeah, I judged it a little
defense,
too
because
hard.
then you go like that, and
Yeah.
then you go like that, and then you go, it's a lot of aerodynamics that you're not expecting like
This
that.
is definitely your character.
Oh my god. I have a boner. Oh god. Oh!
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 What is John?
Oh shit!
Old Ironsides!
Crab battle.
Crab people. Crab people. Look like crabs. Walk like people. What is it?
Ooh.
Act like people?
I
Oh,
have no idea.
it's South Park.
I haven't seen that episode. I actually don't watch a lot of South Park,
You like that shit?
so. Oh! Half health, can you do it?
Oh!
What are you?
Oh!
Shit, son, you gotta be careful.
Do you see me dodge all that shit? That was a glitch.
Wave dashing up in this.
He's kind of annoying,
Yeah.
and these guys are annoying.
Oh! Yeah, just the.
fuck.
Whoa!
I tried to jump
Just
through
like
it.
the combination of.
I should
You
have.
gotta get rid of the
I should have got
ninjas.
rid of them
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
No, like I'm pretty
Connor.
sure I can get rid of Connor.
Connor the ninja.
My brother had a friend named Connor McGough.
McGough?
Yeah, I'm just gonna call him Connor McGough.
It kind of has a ring to it.
He would not eat anything except hot dogs.
Ew.
And when he had a bowl of cereal, since he was lactose intolerant, he had it with OJ.
Oh my god! Isn't that like a movie thing?
That's pretty much the same thing that I just fought. Is that ordeal?
Connor.
Oh fuck. Okay. Fuck this game.
We tried to
go buy it on Steam. Fuck old Ironsides. There's like too many of them.
Support indie devs.
I'm just gonna let them kill themselves.
They can get better.
Okay. They're gonna kill themselves. Okay, I didn't know if I was completely ready, but I don't know how the audio levels are. I'm sure they're great, as usual, because I'm great. And realized that I probably shouldn't have mentioned that kid's name in that stream. Or not stream, but on that YouTube video, but whatever, I did. I'm just testing waters. I want to see whether or not I enjoy just kind of, doing a relaxed stream. Just getting on, going into my element, working on projects. I want to practice not just saying and literally just saying what I'm doing. I want to start getting into kind of a forum or a webinar kind of type deal of what I'm up to and what I want to do, and a lot of projects come to my head, and when I'm driving home and I'm like, I kind of want to know whether or not that exists or whether or not that's possible. And I also want to start streaming the process and stream things that come to mind. So I guess without further ado, I don't know if this is active. So my first thought was to work on NodeRed. Let's see. I need to get Potty open. For some reason. The other thing I want to do is get some music going. Oh, that's not too loud. Probably, oop, shit. Not a 9. Okay, so let's get to the pie. So it keeps moving on you, sorry. I have a couple screens open. I believe all that's needed. I don't think you have to be, you don't have to be in the actual directory. Start up that service. Okay, I think the audio sounds fine. If anything, the music would probably come up, but at some point during this playlist that I ripped off YouTube and what do you want to call it, pitch shifted, just so I don't get flagged every time. A couple of my older streams, it should be up, sorry. Speaking of streams, I'm gonna start ripping off of our channel, edit them to bite-size, digestible clips, because nobody really wants to watch me play with a new hardware that I bought for fucking 2 hours. So I'm gonna actually just delete the original 2-hour one and make it, obviously keep the relevant footage. But it's funny because a lot of the stream was actually flagged for copyright infringement because the the music that I have is infringing. So I just pitch shifted it. So the music you hear now is pitch shifted. So this was me working with Octoprint. This was me trying to set up the front door. So what I now want to do is somehow just get up a new one because the other one is running the service. It's OSMC because I have I'm running OSMC right now with that Pi. If you don't know, it's just the password. Is you can find it on their website. So CD scripts. Oops. It's also kind of difficult because I have the mic at my hands. So I'm not too familiar with Node as I should be, and that's what kind of this me you know futzing around. Like during these videos, I'm gonna be going into. It's just gonna be my learning process, and if you feel as though you want to jump on and go along for the ride, it's just gonna be whatever I'm learning. I'm gonna try and document as much as possible. If you go to our website, I don't, fuck are they called? How-tos. It's just tinyarcades.com/how-tos, if that's even relevant anymore. Yep. I try and document everything as I go. A lot of it's kind of choppy, where it's literally just links and not a lot of description. It's just I haven't really had the time, and I just want to put my thoughts somewhere. They're literally just Google Drive documents, so as soon as I update them, I don't really have to push anything. I really enjoyed the what's it called? I'm totally blanking, and it's kind of embarrassing. What's that website that GitHub? I enjoy the way that GitHub kind of structures their pages, relevant pages, so I kind of wanted to do that. I will definitely pretty it up, but I want to have a substructure on the right hand side. So I mean I'll try and do both at the same time and update as I let me I just have a running folder right now. I don't think I have NodeRed as a topic. No, I don't. Though I do. I'm looking into RF24. Let me just start a document. So as I go through things, if I find stuff relevant, so I don't have to relearn or find documentation again, it can be in this document. So I'm working with RF24. If you don't know what it is, it's 24 gigahertz. I mean 2.4 gigahertz. Jesus, if it was 24 gigahertz, that'd be piercing. And it's just a lightweight transceiver that you can buy at like fucking $2. So a lot of people will put it on an Arduino. What I have right now is an Arduino. I'm following this guide, which is not going very well because I've been busy, but basically I want to either oops, I'm so used to a Mac because I have a Mac at work. I'm working with this, where he said you basically power these magnets off of batteries, and then also power this Arduino, what is it called? Pro Mini, I guess. It's super small, and so you have basically this setup above the door. Once the door opens, magnet breaks. It uses radio frequency with this transmitter to the Raspberry Pi's receiver, being that they're both transceivers, Raspberry picks up the signal, does something with that data. What I wanted to do is NodeRed. What I figured is that for a senior project that I had, I was playing around with a smart remote, making, setting up a Apache web server / hosting a page / hosting series of technologies like infrared and radio frequency, but the 433 megahertz frequency, which is on a Pi right now, that is sending signal by shell commands, which you can see right here. But what I want to do is see whether or not, my first test, I guess, would be to see whether or not we can do anything with these commands, and not even, I'll still use the, I will still use said shell scripts and web page, but I want to see whether or not we can have NodeRed handle these commands. And if NodeRed can, then that kind of proves that we can use the that 433 megahertz chip, this thing. This is the receiver, and this is the transmitter. The one on the left is the transmitter. That's already in play, and I know for a fact. So if I can get that going with NodeRed, then potentially I can get the 2.4 gigahertz transceiver theoretically going similarly. So I'll be documenting this, eating my dinner because I'm hungry, so step off. And I'll just be going through the motions of what I'd probably be doing on my own, but being quiet about it. So this is just for me to practice streaming and, get more of a relaxed sense of streaming, so I can just be more present on the internet and bring more to TinyArcade. Okay, sorry, I was just checking the audio. It sounds fine. I was watching Dodger because I'm assuming Nick's been watching Dodger because he has a crush on her. But she like fucked up a stream and she left it. I don't know if she knows she can delete them. I don't know if she's a consistent streamer. But she left it up, and it's just funny because it just cuts out, like the video just cuts. Her webcam probably just dropped right off. Sorry, I just turned the music up, so I just wanted to check. One thing I do want to get rid of is that humming in the back. I know what it is. I have multiple mics from when I set up the camera for printing and stuff. Let me go turn those off. I just realized there's humming. Okay, those are off, but I feel the for some reason with that phantom power, this condenser mic makes a pretty good amount of noise. Okay, so my theory is if somehow we need to, it's using this program RF outlet. And it's simply just saying with the program code send this. I wonder if can you run a program just in NodeRed? I mean, these are the things that I just want to test, and I'm gonna look it up in a second. But so obviously, let's make a new node, inject. Let's see. I'm assuming the function use application use application NodeRed. I don't even, it obviously doesn't make sense. Use OS application. OS use the node to query the operating system, returns the hostname of the operating system. No, that's not what I want. How to use compiled apps, applications, NodeRed. Build a real-time chat app, creating apps with NodeRed. Maybe I don't look up NodeRed, maybe I look up Java. Let's see. Expect an assignment or a function call. How to run command. How to run Linux command, maybe? Command Java and Java. Runtime. How to execute shell commands from Java. In Java, you can use the runtime.get runtime exec to execute external shell commands. The other reason I want to fucking start streaming this is because then I feel more inclined to actually read things and not act like an idiot and just copy and paste and, you know, keep pressing test. Actually, like, be embarrassed that I'm not, you know, theoretically thinking of things. Sorry, I'm just eating my chili. I hope that doesn't sound fucking dreadful, eating on a stream. So how to execute shell command from Java. How to run a shell command in Java. Oh. Running system commands in Java applications. No, that's not what I want. Operating system dependency and input output. I think it's kind of right. Well, I mean, I guess what I could do is find out what code send is actually written in. What is it? var www cd var www.rf outlet ls code send. How do I know? It's just they didn't keep, maybe it's script.js, and when they compiled it they called it code send. I'm gonna assume it's JavaScript. How to run JavaScript file from Java, from Node, in Node. How to run hello.js file in node.js on Windows. I'll try to update. Answers. Here's the exact steps I just took for run the hello world example. Found it that. This is a quick and dirty example. For permanent installation, you want to store the executable a more reasonable place than the root directory and update your path to include Download Windows, blah. Copy the file to C. Great. C. Paste in the following content. Save the file, run. Server running at I feel like this is not. You need to make sure that the node is your path. Set the path. This is. So I don't feel like what this guy said was at least relevant to me. Like, can I? Because I doubt I'd want to send that. I feel like I'd want to inject. No, because you're telling it exactly the same thing. Would I just return that? No, because there's nothing speaking to the OS. Okay, well, geekswithblogs.net didn't work. Is there a way to run a JavaScript file inside the Node.js shell? Execute the following command inside Node.js shell worked. Required from the shell. I don't understand how load. So dot load, is that a dot load? Oops. It doesn't sound like it's a dot, man. I don't know what that means. Trying to think of the better way to phrase it. Executing JavaScript files, Node.js tutorial for beginners. If you're on a Mac, then this is known as the terminal. Oh man, whoa! Shit. Commands, cool, no. Executing JavaScript files. Node.js actually isn't picky where you save your application files. You can have your application created in My Documents folder or have it in a folder called Walla Walla Bang Bang. Cool. You can even have Node.js application on a different drive. However, I like to keep things relative, and therefore I'll be storing all my files in a folder called Server. Feel free to follow my naming conventions. Using your favorite text editor, navigate the directory where your server is created. Create a file called index.js and insert the following code. If you're still in the command prompt, oh, this is telling me how to fucking, no, because it says Node.js isn't picky. Is there navigate to the folder where, this is very important, node index. You'll see the message. So it's called just node index. So if I do node, yeah, this is, I feel like I'm misstepping, and though this is NodeRed, I feel, yeah, this is in the terminal of Node, so maybe I'll be misstepping if I say that. How to run JavaScript file. I'm just gonna be blatantly obvious. Raspberry Pi NodeRed. So that's not gonna help because it's all about installing NodeRed. NodeRed running local file. NodeRed accessing local files. Location of file Foil node access. NodeRed access files locally. I want to access files that are on the computer where NodeRed is. Which folder should I go to? For example, showing in a... NodeRed doesn't expose your computer's file system. That would be crazily insecure. In your settings file, you can set the HTTP static property to configure a directory on your local machine that should be served up by the runtime. For example, if you have home/administrator/NodeRed/static/smiley.gif and you set HTTP static to home administrator NodeRed static, then you will be able to access. So how do you open that? I totally understand, agree to the security issues. So I'm down like Charlie Brown with that, because that reminds me of... Oh man. That is what I meant. Where you can host a, like once you install the UI dashboard for NodeRed, you can, it's now hosted there. So that being said, you can set the HTTP static property. I like when people say it so matter-of-factly, like, even though Nick O'Leary is like kind of a legend on with NodeRed, and I give him mad props, but I feel like a lot of people answer so bluntly. It's like, here, why don't you look here? Why don't you, this will actually help you. I feel like they're always just ready to fucking say you're an idiot. Static property NodeRed. HTTP static. A local directory from which to serve a static web content from. The content is served from the top level URL when this property is used. HTTP admin root must also be used to make editor UI available at path other than. But even if I were to make this accessible, I don't even know what the command would be. If I were to host this file, what's to run it? You know, it's just gonna go to simply gonna just download, either download or handle the file at that address. Didn't work. Thanks again, everyone. NodeRed to run local application. Is application right? To run local compiled JS, I don't know. Maybe the other thing I could just do is give up and look up like NodeRed RF. RF command offers possibility to send a binary code via radio waves. I'm personally using this for controlling different IoT devices by radio. Code is tested with this device. Oh shit. So it kind of works, right? So that's the type of pins. This might work. But there's no. How do I? It doesn't have either a place to download it, or contains a Python script for sending the payload. Python is mandatory. On RF, the bits are identified by how much time the signal is high and how much time nothing is emitted in the frequency. But where do I download it? Or where's the actual... Tinder is hiring. Where's the actual, is this it? Recommend. So I don't know how to add this to NodeRed. If anybody does, chime in now. Place your votes now. Let me keep looking. A couple weeks ago, I went to stay with my pal Jonathan, and he had some Byron doorbell pushes to play with. He showed me the universal RF receiver board he purchased, which could look at the signals from various kinds of yada yada yada. Valid input instructions from the various sensors with the Arduino software download. My serial node is set to split in input on character N. What is that? What is oh, how's he doing that? How are you doing that? We don't have that, right? Oh, we do. Oh, but I don't need serial. Hold on. Is it serial? Boo, boo, where'd it go? My serial node is set to split input on character N, so the code has to get rid of return characters. Soldering. Take note of various numbers important. 10. But is he using a pi? He's using our... So firstly, a generic means of getting incoming items into an object. First, or the M33. Push the NodeRed template, attach a NodeRed serial node set to take serial input from USB. Yeah, because this won't really help me. I'm not using the serial port on the Raspberry Pi. RF bridge. Oh, so they're simply using some other application and having it listen with MQTT, which is not really what I want to do. No. Yeah, see, same guy using MQTT. I feel like the Sonoff RF bridge was the same thing. some of my chili. Okay, that's something about weather and whatnot. IBM Watson. NodeRed to create dashboard. Optional. I'm just trying to break it down more in my head in terms of RC switch and whether or not I need to be doing all this. Node server to handle 438 outlets and sensor. I don't want some fancy ass internet of I want to see what it looks like, please. RF. I guess back to the drawing board. Alright boys, pack it up. The other thing I could do is just other things. I don't need to keep doing this all night. It was just a hunch. I'll just look at what I have on my to-do list. My to-doist. See if I have anything else interesting. That's the other thing. It would require me to stand up and... Actually, no, it wouldn't. I have the Arduino in front of me. So plug this puppy in. What I wanted to do is run the RF sniffer from the Raspberry Pi and see if I notice transmitting a signal from the Arduino. So let's see if I can remember how to do that. Drive. Oh, I don't even know if that's all wired up and shit, but I guess I'll find out. simply this. So now it's listening to see if there's any incoming frequency. Let's see if it doesn't hear that, then it's not working. Yeah, it's not working. Fuck. So I just have relay outlet switches that are listening to 433 megahertz. But if it didn't hear that, then it's I probably don't have it all soldered together. So scratch that off the list. What's next? I would like to be able to get somewhere with RF and NodeRed. NodeRed for 33 megahertz. Let's see if I can find something. What is this? I don't understand what this RC switch thing is. So like how to use that thing and not usage might throw an error for wiring. Wiring pi must be installed, which it is. Both the data and the power pins must be connected to the Raspberry Pi. The node command must be run with root access. Like, I don't node bindings for which RC Raspberry port. It should be compatible with all versions of Node.js starting from 0.8. Both data, no, where is it? The node command must be run with root access. So var, so this is similar to what we saw originally, where they said that it's this require thing, require command. So can I do, go back here? Did I not save it? Did I refresh the page? Var, we're gonna call this RF command require. There was something along the lines of it not caring about get out of this. It not caring about. Oops. Scripts. Is that not right? CD. Oh, TinyRF. So code send. Require code send. I'm just guessing here. Enable transmit, and then that I'm assuming dot means the actual command. So this. Oops. Code send dot that, but grab enable transmit switch on, switch off, switch on the first unit of I think we need to send that as a string. Maybe send is that let me just put that out there. Test it. See what it even does. Requires not defined, so it doesn't like require. So that kind of fucking bamboozles all of that, doesn't it? Because this is with Node.js. So where they suggested that you can't just willy-nilly, you gotta host the file. Fuck. I wish I knew where that went. No, not that far away. Was it the Google group? This guy, and it was that in your settings file you can set this HTTP static property to configure a directory on your local machine that should be served up by the runtime. So the whole thing, I'm assuming, the whole RF outlet. So let's, if you have, I don't even know where to set this. A local directory from which the server static web content from to serve static web content from. Enable HTTP basic authentication. Enable cross origin resource sharing for the nodes that provide HTTP endpoints as defined here. An HTTP middleware function that is added to an HTTP, all HTTP and nodes. This allows whatever custom processing such as no. local directory. So I guess get out of here. CD NodeRed CD lib CD flows. No. CD node modules. No, that's not gonna be it either. HTTP. Where did I fucking see that? HTTP error signature. No, that's not it either. CD back. Oops. Huh, then where the fuck is it? A local directory from which to serve static web content from. The content is served from top level URL that when the property is used. HTTP admin root must also be used to make editor UI available at path other than that. So I have to the root URL for the editor UI if set to false. Where is this? The file used to store flows. The directory to store all user data such as flow and credential files and all library data. I don't see anything. The directory to store all user data. Oh. Sudo nano settings.js. Let's poke around here, should we? Oops. UI port. So there's that UI port that I was talking about, which is just the 1880. That's kind of cool that you can change that. So UI port specifically suggests serial reconnect time. It's all commented out. Debug max length. All commented out. Commented out. Commented out. Commented out. HTTP static. HTTP root. The following property can be used in place of HTTP admin. No, I don't want to do that. So HTTP static. When HTTP admin root is used to move the UI to a different root path, the following property can be used to identify a directory of static content that should be served at when HTTP admin root is used to move the UI to a different root path. How do I do that? That's the root URL. How do I be the HTTP admin? The following property can be used to specify a different root path if set to false. This is disabled. I guess HTTP admin root is what? By default, all user data is stored in the NodeRed install directory. To use a different location, the following property can be used. Different root path. I don't want to do a different one. NOL. cd NOL. Oops. Ah. I kind of jumped the gun. I thought it was all commented out, but it was the fact that I was to comment it out. Okay, by default, credentials are encrypted in storage using a generated key. Specify your own secret, set the following property. If you want to disable encryption of credentials, set this property to... I'm guessing it says false. False. No, once you set this property, do not change it. Doing so will prevent NodeRed from being able to decrypt your existing credentials, and they won't last. I never saw this null thing. CD, no. Also, flows exported. For example, in my case, I have a flow that responds to URLs like a simple HTML page saved in that sends various values from these parameters. Is separating user content from actual node content. I would like this page to be used in user.dir, so I started going through trying to figure out how to do it. At first glance, at least the way I read these docs, the only way to do so is to use HTTP static property. The problem is the docs say when this property is used, HTTP admin root must also be used to make that. Then I tried to change both in the root and couldn't find a good solution exactly, till I decided to leave HTTP admin root unchanged and just set HTTP static to. So what? NodeRed. Yes. simmer down there. Let's see. Okay. Try to change blah blah blah. Till I decided to leave HTTP admin root unchanged and just set HTTP static to home pi NodeRed public, and it worked. So now I have indexed HTML in NodeRed public books, so that loads in the browser as expected at books, while the actual public dir is unchanged and the editor still works. Home pi. So home pi NodeRed public. And it works. So now I have an index.html in. Okay, cd. I already forget what I... Oh, it's right there in front of me. I'm getting tired. NodeRed public. Sudo make directory public. Okay. Let's see. Oops. Public. Cannot get public. I wonder if that broke this. No, that didn't break that. Could not get public. What if I just tried any old thing? Yeah. So that doesn't really mean that it did anything. Okay. Until I decided to leave HTTP admin root unchanged and just set HTTP static to home pi NodeRed, and it works. So now I have index.html in NodeRed public books that loads in the browser as expected at, well, the actual NodeRed stall dir public dir is unchanged, and the editor still works at sudo cd public sudo nano index.html. Should probably know this by now, but I'm fucking too tired to think about it. Oh, he index that. Do I need to he's saying, and just set HTTP static to home pi NodeRed public, and it worked. I did as such, and it does not. Maybe I broke it by getting rid of that comma. Members use the move UI. Oh, well, and because then he says. So now I have index.html and NodeRed public books. That loads when he goes to books. Oh, I have to put something in the, because I made public cd public cd make dir rf why oh, sudo make dir rf sudo nano index html. Yep. Sudo move red public index dot html to NodeRed public rf cd rf. So he's saying if I just go to rf, because he's made the directory public, but if he goes to just books, no dice, no. Editor still works at HTTP NodeRed 1880. Well, the actual blank NodeRed install dir public dir is unchanged. No dice. Yeah, that didn't seem to do what I was hoping. So, I keep reading. A local directory for which to serve static web content from. This content is served from the top. So, I don't think this is even what I really want, because I don't want to serve the content. I want to JS running JS NodeRed, because it isn't NodeRed JavaScript file. The node.js file defines the node time behavior of the node. Nodes are defined by constructor, receiving messages, sending messages. JavaScript file. let me read that. Nodes are defined by a constructor function that can be used to create new instances of the node. The function gets registered with the runtime, so it can be called when nodes of the corresponding type are deployed in flow. The function is passed an object containing the properties set in the flow editor. The first thing it must do is called NodeRed.nodes.createNode function to initialize the features shared by all nodes. After that, the node's specific code lives. So this is if I were to grab function. Nodes can send messages to the downstream nodes in a flow using send function. Closing the node. Time of behavior, logging events, handling, settling. So, could I potentially .nodes register type sample? Nodes can send messages to the downstream nodes in flow. So, sample node. Red.nodes.createNode this config. Node specific code goes here. Red node register type sample. To initialize the feature shared by all nodes. I don't. Nodes get created when a flow is deployed. Creating a simple node. JSON. Needs to pull it all together. This example will show how to create a node that converts message payloads to all lowercase characters. Create a directory where you will deploy your code. Within that directory, well, how would I know where to put this? I wish I knew. This is a standard file used by Node.js modules to describe their content. This will ask a series of questions. Once generated, you must add NodeRed section. This tells the runtime that what node files the module contains. For more information about how to package your node, include requirements on. I have no idea where to host these files. This is like if I want to make a proper fucking node and host it. I'm saying how to... A node can store data within its context object. This context object is reset whenever the node is redeployed and when NodeRed is restarted. The main way NodeRed can be extended is to add new nodes into its palette. The following section, am I crazy? Is there, isn't that a JS, is there? HTTP response, HTTP request. There's nothing about JS, is there? There's JSON. So, what am I doing wrong? Make it sound so obvious. Well, that's a fucking mission. Oh, this is... Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. So could I potentially go to CD node? So like there's debug, there's MQTT, so could I potentially just move? So CD, what do I want to do? I want to get out of here, and I want to I think I might be onto something. Fuck. No. CD. So I will want to, I believe, sudo copy to home NodeRed node modules ls cd oops, where's just code send. But there's nothing, so if I go cd r www dot, what is it, cdrf outlet sudo nano script.js potentially, button clicked, outlook toggled, that's it. Code send. No, it's compiled. Sudo nano rf. Oops. cd rf source. Codesend.cpp. Okay, it's C++. I don't know if that might fuck us up more. So what I was gonna do is I was just gonna, assuming it's, you just put this at the end for it to handle that file, but it is in JS. Fuck. NodeRed. Having said that, you can write your code and see if you like and compile that to JavaScript using this transpiler. The resulting JS should be used in NodeRed. It takes can be generated for the. How do I use it? It's Python. Probably want to visit main. Ready to get started, download and install SDK and then proceed to the tutorial. Oh man. First exit platform specific notes. Linux. Man, I'm slowing down. This is really burning me the fuck out. Holy shit. It's like, do that, do this. There's gotta be an easier way. I gotta probably just get into RF outlet and learn, actually learn about what we installed. Instead of just trying to rip everything, actually try and rewrite it, recognizing those RF that C++ code. The object file. Because more simply put, if I could understand what is going on with and redefine this as a node while because this is calling to the library of the RC switch.h. RC switch. That's what we saw. And because even if I were to redo all this, I feel like it still needs to confirm those libraries to actually understand how it's reading from the pin of the GPIO. So RC switch, what is that? We saw that earlier. Sadly, this package has no readme. Huh. Just on the first unit up, but I tried the require and it should be compatible with all version Node.js. Like C++ versions of RC switch, wiring pi must be installed in order to compile. Both the data and the power pins must be connected to our pi. Must be run with root access. Do I have to? Require So it is JavaScript. Require NodeRed. Don't think so. You need to create your own node to import require modules. So if wiring and it failed or exit process no root. Oh, I'm being fucking so stupid. Switch on the first unit of... I don't understand what those... that binary is for. Oh, it's this. Where is mine? Oh, no, that's not right. It's one of those nights. Three, three, one, three, three. Don't think this has anything to do with anything that I'm considering, but we'll try it anyway. Comma 2. Switch off the second unit of use data pin 0. Don't think that'd be right either. But we also need function lowercase node config. The node is wrapped as a node module. The module expects a function that gets called when the runtime loads. Message that payload to lowercase. You need to create your own node to import require. You cannot use require itself used instead of function, but you can add external modules to the sandbox used to run function. This is done using the function global content setting. Have a good look at the goal. I'm assuming that's where I am now. No, that's something else. That's how to write a function. He didn't try the suggestion because they just told him that the require is not able to be in a function. It needs to be written in JavaScript or JSON. Okay, this is a bit tricky, so there should be a reason for it, and maybe this is why it must be discouraged. Answering a question I managed by function global context. Creating a module require at the same place at the settings file. Why would you create a require.js if you just want to use that library? If you're just creating a file, that doesn't mean anything. Oh, I'm getting burnt out. But I think I'm going to take a break, or at least stop. Long short of it is, it seems as though somebody has a simple solution to run this RC switch. But I don't. RF. NodeRed. I don't know if I've already tried this. I'm gonna try this once. If it doesn't work, I'm going to bed. I'm not going to bed, but I'm definitely getting off this. I'm getting so burnt out. But it's been fun, y'all. So the way I know to compile a node that's already been made by somebody, or at least add it to your NodeRed, is go to that main folder, run this as sudo. It will add necessary files to your NodeRed, and then you just need to restart NodeRed and recommit those changes. Chili. I feel like I've already tried to run this node. Oh. No license. So I believe restart nodes node. Where is it? I was gonna say, I swear it was on that page. It's right here. Where is it? No, this is... This npm rebuild. No, not rebuild. Yeah. I've seen this to work. I think it just recompiles node and npm. But I don't think this is gonna work because that license, whatever that licenser, I'm assuming something's corrupt with that their set of files or something. I feel as though the reason that I don't stream as much is because I get burnt the fuck out and feel like it never really amounted to anything and get really bummed. But I feel if I change my mentality and just kind of focus on putting out content, it might change things. So I'm stopping the flows. I'm restarting NodeRed. Noticing not find rpy gpio let python library. Missing serial config. Pin number of the RF emitter. Fuck, I don't know. What is 7 anyway? Board 8 BCM GBI type board and BCM. Well, let's find out where I have this plugged into. from my diagram, the transmitter is GPIO 17. What's the difference between BCM and fucking board? BCM, what is the difference between board and BCIM? When using GPIO library in Python, you have to call rpy GPIO is GPIO and then board setmode BCM. What is the difference between? Here's some knowledge for all y'all. Board option specifies that you are referring to the pins by the number of the... Oh yeah, I do know this. So see how it's like GPI 14, but it's pin 8? So board option specifies that you're referring to the pins by the number of the pins. Option means that you are referring to the pins by the broadcast SOC channel number. These are the number GPI. Okay, so for instance, GPIO 618 would be BCM, where board is the pin itself. So I believe that I'm considering BCM. Let's fix that. Oh, it's already BCM. So let's try that. See if anything comes through the debug. So this is ready. Potentially crash the whole thing. Object. Type error message load. Split is not a function. Split is not a function. Split is not. Deploy. Confirm deploy. Message.payload.split is not a function. So I can't set. It's seeing payload. Message.payload.split? Why is it seeing that? Missing serial config. Oh, get rid of this shit. Why is it running that? So type error message dot payload dot split. Why is it getting dot split whenever I send something? On RF, the bits are identified by how many, for example, how many times the payload will be sent. Sometimes is not enough to send the command just once, and the command needs to be sent multiple times. So it does send the payload, but why is it sending message.payload.split? Maybe just do it once. Doesn't like send a string over. Node count. Why is it dropping the whole thing? Really just bog that the fuck down. I don't know what happened. It totally crashed. So can't send a string. That really crashed the thing. Okay, well, I guess I got a little further. I got an understanding that I need to either find a way to rewrite what I already have for the command to send that string of numbers to turn on the RF relay with that C++ command, write that in JavaScript and compile it as a node, or work with this and see if I can get any further with this. I'm done for the night, burnt the fuck out, so y'all have a good weekend, you hear? Goodbye.